Barnes and Leslie, we are your Morning X. Hey, have either of you ever received bad news? We talked about this yesterday at an event or like while on a trip or while far away from your core. Like someone died or...
Well, yeah, technically last Christmas I found out my best friend passed away when I was on a flight.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Leslie, have you?
Nothing that involved family, but I know it's happened to some friends of mine.
I have one that happened to me. We'll get into it later, but I'd love to see if any listeners have any stories where you had a major event and something huge happened, or were you on vacation, far away from home and something big.
Right.
If you did, we'd love to talk to you. 470-741-4999. Give us a call.
Hey, all week on Steve's College of Musical Knowledge, B-52s, this is actually really cool. They're playing that brand new Aikens Ford Arena at the Classic Center Saturday, December 14th. But that's the home of the new hockey team, the Athens Rock Lobsters. Yeah, kind of a historical event. Get your tickets all week, $145 on Steve's College of Musical Knowledge on 99X.
Where's that event being held?
Aikens Ford Arena.
Just checking.
Not food arena. Not food court, but Aikens Ford Arena.
Earlier this morning, we were giving Leslie a hard time.
I was thinking to the food court.
What you don't know, behind the scenes, for the last 2 hours, Leslie's been asking me what the travel trend is. Like, every time we shut the mics off, what's this travel trend? You gotta wait.
Because you never tell me stuff in advance.
But I love that the tease kept you in.
Yeah, I'm in.
I'm wondering if either of you have ever done a sneaky trip.
What do you mean?
What's the definition of sneaky?
Now, I knew Crash has done some sort of sneaky trip. What were you? Well, let's just start with what were you thinking?
One comes right to mind. Yeah, when you say you're going one place and you wind up going another with a really hot chick that you met in Disney, but you're married.
That's not it.
Whoa! Whoa!
But good to know. I knew you would have a sneaky trip. This is a huge social trend right now that it's popping up everywhere, and it's called the sneaky trip. And this is how you do it. You request time off first, and you give no explanation. So you request your time off, and then when whoever comes up, where are you going? You don't answer them. So that's where you start.
Okay.
You just say, I don't know, I'm just going to take some time off. You don't put any of the details online at all. So you go dark.
No social media.
No social media.
Okay.
You completely enjoy yourself while you're gone. You do not get on social media at all. So you make no reference. You know how people, when they're somewhere, all of a sudden all the stuff starts coming through.
So you're off the grid.
But think about what that does to you. It puts you in work mode, basically. I mean, you're working to provide content for your people.
True.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Leslie, why do you have to look like you want to say something? You're doing like this.
No.
You're clenching your fists. I'm like, what is wrong? Am I triggering you?
No, this actually sounds like a mental health break or something. I don't know.
I think that's where they're going. And then when you come back, you do the photo dump from where you were. So you can take pictures and you do your thing, but you come back, you challenge yourself to not mention it at all in social. And there's a couple good things behind like what you're saying for mental health, because obviously you'll be relaxed, you'll be unplugged, and if you're lucky, you don't have to work every single day when you're on vacation like we do. Because we only have 5 people at the radio station, so you got to carry around this 60-pound laptop to open up windows, barf, and do things. But also, your home won't be targeted by burglars while you're away.
Oh, smart.
That's why I have a heavily armed cop who babysits my cats. But if you don't have one of those, just don't post.
It kind of makes sense that you just stay present. You stay in the moment.
You do stay in the moment, but many people will get themselves in trouble because of it, because a lot of people will surf in social and look for people that are away and easily find, where they are address-wise, break in, no one's there.
That makes a lot of sense.
And I'm that idiot, too, that does that. Like, I'll announce 3 weeks before a trip, and then I'm all over social when I'm on the trip. I mean, if I get robbed, I get robbed, whatever, but...
I guess the only conundrum it could bring up is if you do that and then the perception is that you're gone, but you're really home, and then they break in because they think you're in the Bahamas, but you're home.
You're just sitting in your chair.
because you're doing the sneaky trip. But let's talk about your sneaky trip to Disney with another woman while who was married?
Oh, that was just. Don't we have a song to play or something? Or?
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, come on, Crash.
Just checking, Crash, because you quickly surfed up with that story.
It was a long time ago, and things were kind of on the outs, and I was in Disney and met somebody, and then I flew back to Florida on a different area to hook up with her. That's all. It was just,
That's the definition of a sneaky trip.
That's a different sneaky trip.
That's sneaky. There was no social media for that one.
The Morning X with Barnes and Leslie on 99X.